Alright, hey, so today is week 4's topic, and we're doing this video on disclosure of dating. So when I'm in the dating field, in general at all, ever, I tell people right away that I'm transgender, because if I don't, I string them along and I make them think that, I'm a biological male or whatever, via, even if it's, a boy, a girl, another person, in general, it doesn't matter. I will always tell them. I don't like the fact that I have to out myself, but I also don't know any other way around it. When you find somebody true to, true to what they say, you don't feel like you should lie to them, and in a way, I guess in a way, I have personally experienced people who lied to me for various different reasons in a relationship versus, telling me the truth. And they were things that, didn't make or break the relationship necessarily, but it made the relationship more complicated because they just failed to tell me what was going on. Personally, I try to disclose that I'm, transgender, and that it isn't, it's not something that I want to be, but it's also something that if it affects my dating or relationships in general, which it does, then I need to tell these people, because, it's something that should be said. Now, I guess if you're in a dating relationship, or dating in general, and this person already knows and asks you about it or confronts you about it, then I would be honest and to not lie and say, nope, I'm fully male and I have the working parts that I need. Personally, I have experienced bad endings when you lie. And not necessarily are we lying, because we do present, if you're on testosterone, you present as male, and, that's how you're presenting, you're read as male all the time, and, that's your life. But there are situations where you have to out yourself because of your own safety and your own well-being mentally and, physically, and all of the above. To put it lightly, if this person isn't okay with, let's say I didn't say that I was transgender, and, the relationship evolved enough where physically we were together, that would cause issues, obviously, because if this girl or guy or person in general is looking for the anatomy that we say we have, and we don't have it, there's going to be confrontation, there's going to be conflict, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be confusion, there's going to be hurt feelings, hurt emotions, trust. You broke trust by not telling them, and quite frankly, they will probably be scared of you for a while, or fear you, or even may not ever talk to you again because of what you gave them to hope for, and then suddenly you mind-fucked them and told them, yeah, I'm a male, I have all the working stuff that a male should have, and if that girl was straight and she fell in love with you, now she's got to rethink her whole identity, her whole sexuality, just everything in general. So, I mean, not only are you hurting your chances at being in a relationship with that person, but you also are screwing up the next chance you may be able to talk to them or even be friends with them still. Personally, I've had this happen a few times where I didn't lie. They just guessed. I never told them. There was no reason to. And they ended up liking me, and they figured it out, which, I mean, it's not that complicated. It's on my Facebook, it's on my YouTube, it's publicly out there, so, but personally, like, they found out, and, it ruined my friendship with them. So, if you're going to date somebody, or be in the dating scene, or in general, if they don't know, they need to know. It's going to be easier in the long run, especially if you're going to have a physical relationship with them. If they never touch you, and the only thing you do is maybe hug them, or, kiss them, that's a little different. But if this relationship is serious, and you plan on being together for a long time, or whatever it is, I would tell them. I hate outing myself, I really do. But there's no other way around it. And if you can't be true to that person, how are they supposed to be true to you? You're just breaking that trust and that honesty that, it should be right there all the time. And you need to build that to have a relationship that's stable. The three things that you need in a relationship that's stable is trust, honesty, and respect. And if you can't have trust or honesty, you obviously don't get respect. Just my thoughts. So, that's how I go about dating in general. I just out myself to the person if I know they like me and I like them, and we, want to date. It's like, hey, I'm transgender, I like you. Just go about it that way. I mean, I don't know how you would go about it. I just say right off the bat after I meet people, because, there are people who I kind of feel like are trustworthy and people who aren't. So if you feel like they are, go ahead. If they aren't, don't. And if you're never going to have or think that you'll ever have a dating relationship or romantical or emotional relationship with them, don't tell them. Like, I don't tell every single human being. I just tell the ones that I believe or have thought that we may end up together or something, So, dating's shitty, but it can be done, and you can find somebody out there that's going to respect you and love you and think of you no differently than any other man. So, just take some searching and time, and like I said, you have to be honest with them. So, that's my thoughts for the subject for this week. Sorry I'm not really up to beat. I've just been kind of down and just tired, so I had to move. Yep. Alright, see you guys for week 5. Peace.